What's up guys, welcome back. In today's video I'm going to swap out the stock non-turbo fuel pump and I'm going to install a Walbro Hellcat 525, significantly bigger, more volume, everything that I need to make more power. It already comes with a harness because I got it from a buddy of mine who went to a bigger and like double pump setup. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start the car and I'm going to remove the main relay so it kind of like runs out of fuel, if that makes sense. That way there's less pressure in the line. But this is the main relay for the fuel injector system. So I'm going to remove that. I've always been told not to set a battery directly on the ground. Not sure why. So I'm going to set that right there. Plate comes off. So first I'm gonna pop this harness piece off. Gotta remove this right here. Be careful with these, especially if you're not gonna change your hoses. So now it's moving, I should be able to pull it off. Do the same thing, make sure it's loose. Yep, just a little bit came out. Then that's a 17. I need a 17 millimeter to remove that. There you go. So when you remove this, there's gonna be two washers, right? Because it's like a banjo style bolt. So there's gonna be a washer right here, and then there's gonna be one underneath the line. So usually it's stuck on there. Here it is, just popped it off. So now here goes both of them. Set that off to the side. All right, so right here, there's a clamp that's supposed to hold this big plastic piece in place. Looks like a 10 millimeter. So I'm gonna have to undo that. That comes off. And then now we're gonna remove this locking ring right here. I just made that up. I don't know if that's what it's called, but it makes sense to me. You're gonna get a flathead screwdriver if you don't have the actual tool to hold it, which I don't, and a rubber mallet. You want to tap it kind of gently because you don't want to rip through the plastic with the screwdriver. And as it starts to move, I'm going to move on to the next ridge so I don't damage that one. It's coming loose already. Completely loose. First we got to remove these right here. I'm just gonna pull them up here. My intent is to reuse this because there's literally nothing wrong with that. So I just have to be careful in removing it. Now, let me flip that around. This harness piece comes right off like that. And then you just gotta pop the pump out of where it's sitting. It slides right off. It's that easy. Here's the Walbro 525 Hellcat pump. And I am gonna put the new filter on it though. And then the little retainer clip, that's how small it is. You want to put it on with the little fingers pointing out. It's kind of hard to see. But what that does, when you push it on, it kind of grabs onto the little metal nipple and it doesn't come off that easily. That's it. That's all there is to it. This is too long, so I'm gonna have to cut a piece of this off in order for this to fit up here and for the pump to sit where it's supposed to. Yeah, I don't want to damage that, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this fuel level sensor. I don't have an extra one of these, so definitely don't want to ruin this. All right, so move that out of the way. And now I can go ahead and cut this. And again, just slide that on here. I'm gonna use some really big zip ties with the metal. They have the metal clip in here. And that's what I'm gonna use to secure the pump to the hanger. And then I'm gonna go ahead and secure the harness itself as well, so it's not flopping around or, you know, moving about freely. I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall the fuel level reader, sensor, whatever it is. So this harness plugs into the rear, this one plugs into the front, and we're good to go reinstall it in the car. So let's do it. And you just want to take your time, get it down in there nice and easily, don't break anything, no rush. And it's gonna just go and fall right in place, just like when you removed it. Inside of here, it's hard to see, but there's a little, like a little plastic container where the filter goes down inside of it and the pump. And then it just sits right there. Now we can go ahead and put these lines back on. Now with this banjo bolt, you got the bolt, put one washer on, slide it through the nipple. Again, everything's a nipple. And then you put the other one on the other side. And you can go ahead and screw that in, keeping the line on the, there's another nipple right here. You're gonna keep the line on the left side of it. So as you tighten it, it holds the line in place and prevents it from turning. So that's it right there. I get my 17 millimeter, and it doesn't need to be super tight. That's good right there. Go ahead and reconnect the harness, and I'm not gonna put everything back together yet. You just saw the car starts, runs, everything is good. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back together. So that's it, guys, installing the Walbro Hellcat 525 fuel pump. It's in, the car runs, idles, everything is fine. But I'm gonna see over the next couple of days if it's running too rich with all that extra fuel pressure. Because one, we're still running stock fuel injectors, 440s, and the stock fuel pressure regulator. So I'm gonna see if this makes the car really a bit too rich, and that will determine when I'll install the aftermarket fuel pressure regulator. But for now, it's a wrap on this video. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm out.